Happy Saturday! Welcome to Talk O'Clock. Well, it's Monday and the weekend is done. It was exhausting, like I thought, but it was also a lot of fun and, well, very productive. So, our sunscreen thing is on the patio. We had family over of my best friend, and the kids were here, and well, it just all worked out. There was a little trouble on Friday. Yeah, on Friday with accessible uh, toilets on the train station, but I covered that on Instagram. So if you want to read up on what actually happened and why I was pissed like hell, well, you can read up on it there. Um, my handle for Instagram, in case you're new, is in the description box below, and it's also on the end screen. So you can hit me up there if you like, and well, take a look. But today it's Monday, and we've been doing housework today, and I also filmed the second part of Beyond the Lines, which was very cool because I wanted to do that last week and then couldn't. I covered that in the last vlog, but here's a little footage of what's coming up soon-ish, what I did today. And now it's time to prep dinner. I have to take the photos and do some busy work of my coloring page for the blog. But then Bestie and I are going to cook some lovely dinner. And after that, I'm actually probably just chilling. I don't think I'm doing any editing work today. I'm quite exhausted. It's been, well, the warmer weather again, it messes with my energy, and well, it took a lot of energy to do all the things we had to do today. So I'm gonna chill later, and I'm gonna talk to you, well, later this week. Well, whatever happens this week, I'm gonna call it a success because I just finished my coloring page. I recorded the third video, and the rest of the week I'm gonna edit and edit and edit all of those videos to get started and get going on Beyond the Lines next week to have it published next Thursday. So once this video comes out and you're craving some coloring, well, watch out for Thursday. There's gonna be a new coloring page to be started, and I'm very happy with that I finished, that I was able to record both yesterday and today. It's Tuesday, by the way, I had to think for a second there, and it went pretty well. I have to say that I feel it on my fingers that I didn't color a lot in the last couple of months, but it's just, it's kind of like getting back on a bike. You still know how, you just might be a little exhausted or a little sore. So that's what's happening with me. Which, woo, boys, which is totally fine by me. I mean, I don't care. So I'm very, very happy that this worked out. And I think the plan for me is to get these 3 videos that I recorded for the coloring page edited and also scheduled ready for publishing, and only then I will start filming art day. So I'm hoping for this week, but I'm not all that sure yet. Should be able to do that though, I guess. Maybe we'll see. I hope. I'm really enjoying getting back into artwork. I've been missing it a lot, like I had said, I think in the last vlog, but working even more and more and more and more on artwork, I realized how much I missed it. So not only coloring, but doing artwork. I'm craving to have a brush in my hand and work with colors. I do have a project coming up for Art Day that is a little more on the crafting part of the spectrum versus the painting or coloring, but I really want to. So I hope that I can edit my videos fast and efficient and well, and get everything on the road so that I can do that other project and film an art day. So yeah, other than that, let me see, any news? Not really. It's been a planned quiet week, so a lot of free time to, well, record videos. We crammed a load of things into the last week and into the next one so that I can have this week to just get going and get videos produced and filmed so that I can, well, edit through the night or through the evening, not the night. I turned to a very good thing, which is sleeping during the night. I changed that up, and it's not too hot yet, so I don't have to work during the nights and sleep through the day. So yeah, I'm gonna get this finished. Let me show you just the tiniest of sneak peeks because I didn't film a section for the 3rd video that I recorded. So just a sneak peek. I have to clean all of that up and, well, take care of that and that and that, get all of that done. But I have to write stuff for the blog post. Have to write that down. Do some administration parts there, pretty much. And then I can start importing stuff and doing the computer works. So yeah, that's been my day so far. And it's pretty early still. It is, I can't see, but I'd say it's something like 11 in the morning. So still got quite a couple of hours ahead of me. I do have a few errands to run and a few things to do that are housework or food shopping or stuff, but all the rest of the day is pretty much available for one, cooking. We're having a lovely recipe tonight. Maybe I'd take you with me to the kitchen tonight. And doing computer work, editing, cutting videos together, all of that. So yeah, it's a good day. Hey folks, it's Wednesday and I have been busy, super busy actually. I've been doing some household chores this morning, nothing fancy. I actually had to go to the German equivalent of Home Depot and get some some materials and supplies for my patio. There were a few things missing, like my tomato plant currently is in a pot that has no hole on the bottom, so it was raining a lot over the last couple of days, and well, without a hole in the bottom of the pot, the water pretty much stays in the plant pot, which is not too great if there's too much water. So I bought a new one today, and maybe I will have footage later of me replanting the tomato and making sure she's okay. Because I also want to, hopefully, if I'm able, I want to film something else this week. Tomorrow is the 4th anniversary of my dad passing away. And I want to visit him and his tree. And maybe get a little tiny part of his tree to plant in another flower pot. So we do have an oak tree here, a tiny sweet little oak tree that I'm going to show you later on. And we found that tiny little oak on the grave of Bestie's mom. So we planted her in, and she's growing beautifully. So when we moved, my best friend said, you know, why don't we get something from your dad's tree so we have both the parents on our patio? Well, just part of them, you know? And I found that to be such a sweet gesture and sentiment that I said, yes, of course. I've never been to his graveside. It's in a big forest, so it's not on a cemetery or anything. But I've never been there since, well, we had his memorial service and pretty much laid him to rest. So I'm gonna go there tomorrow. It's a little tricky for me to walk the surroundings because it's just forest. And if you maybe remember what non-city life is like, it's maybe not as accessible if you're, well, a handicapped person like I am. So it's gonna be a little struggle tomorrow, but tomorrow morning we have an appointment with the forest keeper, and he's gonna help me get to my dad's tree, and I hope I can, well, take a little tiny twig or a branch or a seedling or something to put on the patio. So I've been shopping for that today. I bought some well, it's actually just dirt, but, well, you need it for planting plants. So I bought some of that today, and I'm hoping that tomorrow it's going to be a little less rainy than today, so that I can replant the tomato and plant the maple tree seedling thing to have a little tiny tree of my dad's here at my house. So I've been shopping for that this morning. Also, we got some like supplies, like a hose for our kids' swimming pool that we need for the hot summer. Just things like that, tiny little stuff that has been missing, so we've been shopping for that this morning. And then I was actually working all day. I've been cutting and editing and uploading and working on videos for the new Beyond the Lines page that's gonna start next Thursday. So next Thursday is the first episode to come out to restart that show, and I did edit quite a couple of videos and like photos, wrote the blog posts, all of that. And in the midst of that kind of work, I had to make a very, very difficult decision. So I was, you know, I have long videos, like not the vlogs per se, but on my other videos, they're around 1 or 2 hours long. So that's kind of a lot of footage, and well, obviously that takes storage space. So my videos are something between 8 and 10 gigabytes per video that I upload. I'm just throwing numbers around here so that you know where I'm coming from in the end. So I had to downscale on my Vimeo account last winter because, well, it's a lot of money. And since I wasn't filming, I did downsize to a Plus account, and I'm talking money here, which you probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna, just for you to, well, get an idea of what I'm talking about. You get 5 gigabytes per week, 250 gigabytes every year, and that costs you €6 a month. That's the smallest account that they have. Now, 5 gigabytes a week, well, I'm uploading at least 2 videos every week, one of them being the Choco Club vlogs, and then I do also upload any other kind of art video or board game video or podcast or anything that I'm publishing. So, of course, I had to check for another type of account to use for Vimeo, and I have the site open, that's why I'm looking here. So I could upgrade to either Pro, Business or Premium. Pro gives me 20 gigabytes a week, 1 terabyte every year, costs me €16 per month. I'm usually having way more than 20 gigabytes a week. That's why I would have to go back to my previous plan. I had the business plan before, which has no weekly limits, a total storage of 5 terabytes, and it costs you €40 a month. There is another option available for 7 terabytes total storage, and it includes also a streaming option for €70 a month. Now, if you are really good in math, you know that, well, there's going to be 3 figures, more than €400, probably more likely to be. Let's do math, shall we? So 10 months would be €400 and another 80, so that's €480 a year for me to upload videos on Vimeo. So that's just what I would deal with. And I had decided to go to Vimeo because YouTube, excuse my French, has been such an asshole company. About 1.5 years ago, if I remember correctly, that I said, you know, this is not how you treat your business partners. I'm gonna leave for my longer videos. I'm just gonna have teasers on YouTube and get people to watch on Vimeo. Now, YouTube still is a bitchy company when it comes to how they handle their partners and their content creators and such. But here's the crux. I had to decide between paying almost €500 a year just for Vimeo to upload my videos, or I would have to switch back to YouTube for the longer videos, pay €0, but be okay with whatever crap they come up with. This is choose the lesser evil for you. I don't like that I had to decide where to head next and what to do and which opportunity to use. But in the end, that I decided to go back to YouTube for the longer videos. And the reason, or the few reasons being, is I don't currently have that kind of money to provide or to pay almost €500 for my videos every year and pay my website, because I also have to pay for my website because I need a lot of storage there. Hence, I had to downsize there as well, but still I'm paying a shitload of money, excuse my French, to have my website running. I also have expenses when it comes to camera equipment and well, not even, well, music. I pay almost 200 euros a year just for music that I can put on videos that is licensed. So it's a lot of money. So it would tally up to about 1,200 to 1,500 euros a year for this kind of work. So I decided to cut a huge chunk and get rid of or decided against a business account on Vimeo. I hope YouTube well learned its lesson in the last couple of months on how they handle their partners, how they well treat their content creators. And I'm not talking about what's currently going on with excuse me, with comment sections being disabled for family accounts or for accounts that show any kind of kids. I'm not in that part of YouTube. I should be fine with that. But I hope that, well, they are not any crappier than before when it comes to copyrights and when it comes to license-free music and just the amount of time you have to put in when it comes to people claiming that they have copyright on your music, although they don't, and you can definitely say, no, I bought the license for that, so fuck off. I'm curious. I'm a little prejudiced. I have to say, it just comes with experience, and my experience has been so and so with YouTube. But I'm willing to, well, give him a fresh start and see how it works now. The new studio, the video management that they installed meanwhile, is very, very good. I'm very happy with that. And another reason, coming to the platform, how it works, why I decided against spending money and for, well, going back to a platform that I only appreciate like 50%, it's a lot less work, because putting out stuff to both platforms and tailoring videos to both platforms is an extra hour or two per video of work. So I was able to completely edit and schedule and everything 3 long videos today. And if you have watched the recent vlogs, you know that my energy is not, well, as good as it could be. It's decent. I'm not complaining. But still, I had a lot of work that I was able to complete just by working towards one platform instead of 2. And that was the second reason that I decided, okay, I'm gonna give YouTube another try for the long and the short videos and see how things go. And just, well, save a lot of money every year for now. I'm not saying that this is the status quo until, I don't know, kingdom comes, but for now I think it's a valid option for me to, well, just get my stuff to you and make sure that you're able to, well, see what I work on and work along on art stuff and such. So yeah, I did not want to make that decision. I've been pretty much struggling all day with it. It's been running in the back of my mind, but in the end I think it's the better way for me to go forward. So I'm currently I'm having the Plus account, so the smallest account on Vimeo, and I'm gonna keep that for as long as I can, just to have the old videos there. I'm not gonna move them to YouTube and re-upload everything there. But if you want to see the longer videos that were in between, where there were just teasers on YouTube, just hop on over to Vimeo. They should still be available there. I'm gonna, well, cover those expenses, but I will do that until end of year, and then I'm gonna redecide, okay, am I going to close my Vimeo account, am I gonna keep it, blah blah blah. That's not a decision I want to make now. That's for the not so distant future, for me to well, just check and see where things go. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's been a very busy day, and now I'm going to, well, guess what? Edit some more videos, because I have another 2 videos that I gotta cut, because I want to get my podcast with my best friend rolling soon. So I gotta work on that, and tomorrow I hopefully can film when I go visit my dad. So yeah, it's been a busy day. It's been productive. It's been good. Health-wise, today is also quite a good day. Not great, not perfect, far from it, but good enough for me that I'm very content and say, that was a good day today. So I'm gonna hopefully talk to you tomorrow, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. Good morning. Time to drive. Got my taxi driver, chauffeur, aka Jörn, with me, and we're going to, well, see my dad, or his tree. And the camera is shaking and I don't like that. So I hope I get kind of decent footage, because I don't have the screen with me that I usually check on what this camera is recording. But, well, I'm gonna manage somehow, I guess. So let's go. bicycle course just before his tree. Ah! Stop. Found it without directions after 4 years. That thing.
Left or right tree?
The big one with the black marker on top. That's Daddy. Now, they cleared quite a bit. My mom said it was totally green here. Well, it is, to the right of his tree. So we are going to park the camera here, and then I would like to walk on your hand.
Okay.
Instead of the Porsche. Careful. Don't trip.
So for our audience, I am an MS victim as well.
They know.
They know?
They know. But I just saw, well, my mom added a sign to the tree, so that's something. And I'm thinking, do I want to have this part of the tree here, or do I want to have the seedling from the bottom?
I'd say this part.
Can we plant it easily? Does it root? Because I cannot come back until the next funeral, because it was a real hassle to get up here. And I'm probably not gonna get any better. Well, if you carry me all the way, and we have noise. Great.
Yeah. A little explanation. Unvergessen means unforgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which part am I gonna take of you, Dad? Do I take something with the roots? The seedling over there, or do I take something? I mean, we can take both. You wouldn't be mad. You're not mad, right, Dad? I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of your tree, and you should. Thank you. The really, really tall tree. I had a tall dad, so of course he got a tall tree. So, well, yeah, let me do the easy thing first. Yep. Have them on my boobs. Sorry, Dad, you're gonna get a haircut. You can even, there was a little dip where his urn was, but now it already filled up. So it's all dissolved and he is a tree. Let's see if I can get you to grow. But just in case, I'm gonna take the other seedling back there with the roots.
Okay.
Yep. So can you put that into the flower pot? And then I would need your hand and we march back. Hey. Ah, shoot. Oh. Can you put down the, yep, right a little lower? No, not that low. Yep, perfect. Because now I'm gonna go on my knees. To move Dad's scarf, which I'm only wearing every year on his, well, anniversary. Get down. Ow. And I would need the shovel, please.
The shovel.
Yes.
The shovel, doctor.
Thank you. So you just probably didn't see how gracefully I got up from the ground. I don't know when the camera stopped recording, but I got the two little seedlings with a little bit of earth for the transport home. And now I need my best friend to help me up, please. Because I cannot get up out of that position on my own.
Yo-yo that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we're gonna have a couple of minutes without camera and we're gonna see you later today. How did you like the tree?
It's a beautiful tree. It's large and
Mighty.
and healthy.
Yeah, it is. You kind of probably gotta... I don't have the screen. Well, I do have the screen with me, but it doesn't connect to the camera because no Wi-Fi. So I don't know what exactly it is recording, but it is. Yep, it's recording.
Maybe I could make a hotspot. So
that would be an idea.
Okay. Let's try this. All that.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Now it says it's connected. Hold it. Is it connected? Is it? Is it? Connected. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah! You can see us. Look, this is what it looks like. I can move away from you.
Finally.
Oh gosh, way too close. So, you like the tree and...
Yeah. I like
and
the tree.
you were starting to say in the forest a few things where I said, this is for the blog, keep it. So tell me now.
What did I say?
You started with what you told my dad, because, well, he's a very gentlemanly gentleman.
Ooh.
Let me... That's better.
Je suis très gentil.
Oui, je sais. So he said, well, I'm gonna introduce myself to your dad, and then he went back to the tree alone, so I was already on that pathway there. So what did you say to him?
Okay, I introduced myself. So I said, in my mind.
Of course. Otherwise I wouldn't have to ask you.
Yeah. I introduced myself to your dad. I said, hi. Oh, no, I didn't say hi.
You spoke German with him.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, you did.
Indeed. I introduced myself again, and...
Sorry, babe.
Let me finish, please. And I said that I'm living with his girl, that we're not a couple, but we're flatmates, and that whatever happens to Sarah, I'll take care of her.
So, sweet. No, you make me tear up.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know, but still you do.
Yeah. And yeah, that was all, I guess. I can't remember.
Welcome to MS Life.
Yeah.
Not remembering.
No. I think that was all. So. Not much. I didn't say much, but.
You were precise with your words.
So you have to you have to understand. We're men.
You don't have to say much. It's just a and that says it all.
And
I know.
And
it's
I guess your father was a man of few words. Well, maybe not few words, but
precise.
Precise.
Words.
Yes.
He didn't just babble.
Yeah.
He never did.
So
yeah. And then you were saying on the place that we sat down where the memorial services are held, that you really like the concept of being buried in a forest at a tree. So tell me more about that. You started in comparison to, and then I cut you off.
Yeah. In comparison
and I said, this is for the vlog.
to a normal graveyard. So I don't like the well. I want to be buried in what means urn. Words.
So difficult sometimes.
Yeah, especially English words. Because
but they're way easier than Spanish words, since we don't speak any Spanish.
Off topic.
Anyway.
So, I don't like the strict placement in certain spots for every
casket or urn or whatever it is that you're buried in.
Yeah. It's more relaxed.
Yeah,
less stressed.
It feels more natural. Does that make any sense? Because you go back to nature. Well, you do as well on a cemetery, of course, but it's like, you know, this is gonna be a very creepy way of comparison, but a traditional cemetery with caskets and, you know, the whole plot that you got to keep up, or, well, your relatives got to keep up. It feels like you're a hen in a industrial hen house. It's just one after the next, blop, 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 blop.
Yeah.
And that's it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, you just line up.
Yes, exactly. I did have the same feeling, and I was very happy that my dad decided he wanted to be buried in a forest, and we bought a family tree. So the maple leaf, the maple tree you saw is the family tree. This is where, well, my mom, my brother, his wife, and I will be buried, and maybe the kids if they want to. And we got some open spots there, so we can invite very good friends if they like. They can.
Yeah, I don't,
Can be laid to rest there.
yeah, I don't know what the future holds. So
We all don't know, but we do have like 7 spots open. But anyways, I just find it comforting in a way to know where I'm gonna be laid to rest. Hopefully way into the future. But I got my spot already, and it's on that tree at that spot at 11 o'clock.
cheap.
It's cheaper than
Yeah.
I mean, the tree is expensive. You gotta buy the whole tree.
The whole tree.
The whole tree, but you can bury 12 people.
Okay.
So, and the burial itself is 200 euros. So you gotta add cremation to that and paperwork and all that stuff. But you pay less than 1,000 euros for the burial of any other person on that tree.
That's cheap compared to
A
normal traditional funeral.
Exactly. I mean, the tree wasn't cheap. It's a medium-priced tree that we bought, but we didn't look for, well, the cheapest tree. We didn't, or said, okay, we decide because of money. We decided because this is his tree. We looked at 5 or 6 different trees, and we said, no, that's his spot. It has a tiny little hill, and there's a story with my family that when we were on vacation, we were camping, we were always on a little hill with our 2 tents. So, of course, it's an inside joke then that his tree is on a little hill, and it's just, it has nice shrubbery around it. It's quite accessible.
Yes.
For abled people.
Even for you.
Yeah, I had a little struggle. I couldn't do that alone, not at all, and I cannot go back now until I do have the next funeral there, or I'm going there myself. I cannot go back. This was a once in a lifetime thing. The forest keeper was very nice to take us up to the forest, so otherwise we cannot go there by car. I mean, and I cannot walk. It's quite steep. You probably saw that in the footage. But anyways, it's quite accessible for other people, so we chose that tree, and we said, it's a tall, mighty maple tree, so that's my dad. Yeah. It was fairly, it took us maybe like 45 minutes to decide which of the trees we wanted. We were all of the same opinion, all of them, all of the people there.
Did you have, no, you could walk.
I could walk. I had my first flare up 3 weeks later. 2 weeks after we chose the tree. So it was pretty much at my dad's funeral that day. I had a flare up.
Do you think that's a coincidence, or
no? It's not.
It's connected.
It's connected because though I was very calm and collected and very professional with the funeral planning and such, and helping out and being there for my mom and such, I was under a huge amount of stress. I think it triggered.
Do you think the moment the weight fell off?
No, because the weight didn't fall off. No. It's where the second part of the stressful situation started, because I knew I had to take care of my mom and make sure she's okay. So this was not any stress relief.
not at all. It's
Okay.
just a different kind of stress. So, but I think that amount of stress and emotional turmoil just triggered the flare up. It would have come anyways, but maybe not that year, maybe in the next year, I don't know. And it's been 9 months of stress. Constant
Okay.
stress.
Like a pregnancy.
It went on way longer. It went on for another year, so that's almost 2 years of constant stress. So
Elephants are pregnant for 2 years.
I'm not an elephant. I don't have a trunk. Just saying. But it was nice to see the tree again, be there again. It didn't feel weird, I have to say. I think, would I have gone back a year or 2 years after, it would have been way different, but I'm in a okay place when it comes to the grieving process for my dad. So it was just nice to be up there and, well, get a little part of his tree to take home. I really hope
We'll place it right
next to your oak.
Right next to my oak.
Yes, they're going to be plant buddies, the two of them.
But you have to choose which.
No, I'm going to plant them both.
Both.
Hoping that the second one will get some roots and stay alive. I don't know. I will.
But will you put them in
one pot?
In one pot?
Yeah.
Okay.
The pot that we took, that's the plant pot that I decided to use for them. And I'm gonna shape them like you shape your oak tree, to be a smaller tree. It will stay. No, not a bonsai, but it will stay in this pot. Mine can grow a little larger than yours, but not any larger than this flower pot. This is the final destination, pretty much.
Ooh.
Yeah. So now we have to get home and have some breakfast, and then I have to. Yes, and then I have to make sure that Daddy is planted in some beautiful soil that we bought yesterday.
As you just saw, I successfully replanted my tomato. She's standing over there with the other fruits and vegetables. And I planted the maple. She's potted next to Jörn's oak tree, so we got the parents at our house now. I hope the tree will grow nicely here. Let's keep fingers crossed, right? Time to end the week. It's Friday. We had a lovely evening yesterday with our gaming group, had lovely dinner and played until like 3 or 4 a.m. So the day today was rather a slow day, and well, I got my hair cut. I look human again, and now I'm going to end this vlog and enjoy the rest of the evening. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Questions, comments, leave them in the comment section below as per usual. Thank you for watching. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if, well, you liked it, and subscribe in case you're new. If you want to connect with me on social media, you can do that with all the links that are posted on the end card. You know the drill if you're a long-time viewer, and if you're new here, welcome. I hope you stay. So, Weirdo signing off. Have a great weekend.